quite honestly, anyone could be famous at any point in time. It doesn't take much to be famous. The problem is fame's very fleeting. It doesn't last. But if you are really pursuing something with passion and desire, well, then you're going to become a star. And if once you're a star, you're always a star. You'll never, it never changes. So, I always try to teach the younger talent to aspire to be a star as opposed to just being famous.
And I always say everyone starts out in the movie industry from sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's why they're here. But the ones that stay are the ones that follow their craft. Yeah. Like the ones that stay around, I guess I would call them a star.
Well, I'm sure you notice those certain people that want to be involved because of the movie industry, not because of the fame and the partying and everything, which I'm sure all of you guys have seen throughout the past with wrestlers and everything. But you think it's that way now, or do you think it's changed a bit?
I still think your attitude and wanting to be in this for the art and the storytelling and the long haul, that's what, when you see people stick around, most people who just get famous quick or get what they want quick, you kind of notice they always kind of explode and go away. But I think that goes right back to what Al was saying. Go for the passion of it and not to be famous.
There's a lot of passion in OVW. Can you tell us a couple of standouts to our hands here at Jofo? And I don't know, maybe you'll get some dirty licks there. You won't be naming everybody, but who are the couple of stars in OVW that you can mention here that you think that have a good chance in the future at a big promotion?
I think they all do, honestly.
Everyone really do. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I do, and I do. I'll be honest. I do say that for two reasons. One, because I don't want to not mention somebody.
Yes.
Like, well, you didn't mention me, but at the same time, I really do think that all of them, in my experience, I've seen people, that have come in and, you take a first glance at them and you're like, yeah, that's not going to happen, and then lo and behold, they're in a major role in the sport of wrestling. So, a good example, we had a kid just came into the school, trained, graduated, and very quiet, very reserved, very introverted. Not a big kid either, kind of maybe 5'7". He hasn't really filled out. Maybe lucky if he's 190 pounds. Great kid, great attitude, and I'm so desperately hoping that he would connect, he would succeed. And lo and behold, he had a very reminiscent, he looked like Bob Backlund, the former WWF World Heavyweight Champion. He looked like Bob Backlund's nephew. And in training, they started calling him Buzz Backlund. And he developed this persona where he kind of emulated Bob Backlund, but like